What's up, homies? Welcome back to another trailer action from Heroes Reforged. We are doing the trailer for Superman and Lois. Now, I know there was a trailer that came out previously that we didn't get a chance to do, so I'm really excited that we're going to be doing this trailer. Spoilers, loved that first trailer. I thought the visual look and style of the show looked really, really cool.
It did.
I'm excited to watch this. Also, we will say this now. We will be doing a reaction series to Superman and Lois when the show starts.
Are you serious?
On February 23rd. I convinced these poor bastards to do with me because I mean, we all love Superman, but I was really pushing for it because I have a lot of hope for and expectations for the show, and I want it to be great. And I think this is like the first HBO Max / CW production, so it looks like it has a little bit more money behind it too. So I'm pretty excited about it. But if you want to see the uncut reactions for this show, WandaVision, Mandalorian, or any other future stuff that we're doing, check out our Patreon, patreon.com/heroesreforged. We will be putting cut downs on YouTube, but the uncut ones are where you really want to be.
That's where the money's at.
That's the spice.
Right there.
That's the spice and the seasoning right there.
Honestly, Adam, I want to join this one because I have major FOMO about missing out on another potential Smallville. Because I know how much you love Smallville so much. Yeah. I definitely don't want to miss you reacting to that.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the first trailer for this show, so I'm hoping that this trailer and then the show is just really solid and fun.
And I believe it was actor Bitsy Tulloch, who plays Lois Lane, who she posted this on social media, and she was like, I'm going to put this in widescreen because that's how we shot it. And you were like, boing. You were like, that's it. Now you're speaking of my language.
Now you're speaking my language.
Yep.
All right, you guys ready to check
let's
this out?
get on this one.
Let's do this.
Homies.
All right, on go. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Kent Farm. Ooh.
Our dad told us all these stories about growing up here.
Tell you it sucks?
Actually, I think he kind of loved it.
We came here as a family.
Oh, the music.
It's dangerous for them to know.
The music.
If they don't.
You're Superman? No, we've seen Superman before. We've seen him.
Oh, hell yeah.
You told the boys you're Superman.
All right.
This is gonna keep my family together. Clark, it's gonna tear it apart.
All right.
Okay.
Now.
God, you lied to me. You both did.
I can't just abandon the world.
Oh, dude, that suit looks good.
Need Superman.
Yeah.
Right now, this family needs you more.
Oh shit, okay.
Yo, okay.
Oh, 2-hour premiere. I didn't know that.
Nice.
Oh yeah, they're coming out strong. That was really good, man. I like that old school. All right, now, baby, it's all right now. I'm like, that's what a Superman movie should sound like. It should be a bunch of old like dad rock throughout the movie, throughout the show.
Well, even more appropriate now, definitely
He's
dad
a dad.
rock. This is great because this is going into that level of Superman which we haven't seen on film before.
No, we've never seen.
Like
Superman Returns is like the closest we've seen to Superman being a dad, and like I wouldn't even count that because it's a little weird. Like the fact that we really now get to explore, Lois and Clark having kids. I'm really I never really. If somebody would have pitched the show to me like, we're gonna do Superman and Lois and they're gonna have kids and it's gonna be about being parents, I'm like, I guess, but like we've kind of like never really had a chance to sit with these characters on the Arrowverse.
Right.
But then you really see like what they did with Crisis on Infinite Earths and all the crossover stories that they've done, and you're like, you know what? Even though these two have not had their own show to just be Lois and Clark, we've had enough of Lois and Clark in other movies and shows.
True.
Let's let them be parents and let's see what happens. Like, how do they deal with kids who are, I'm assuming, potentially going to have powers too? How does that affect them?
The one with the curly hair is very similar to the kind of Superboy that we're seeing right now in the comics.
The Jonathan Kent Superboy.
They look a little similar. So I'm thinking he's going to develop powers, but I think it's a really smart move to bring the fatherhood figure into Superman's mythology here for everybody to see, because it's really easy to see Superman as just like the ultimate God type, untouchable type character when he's really not.
Yeah.
When he's really got very complex human emotions and nobody sees that. And now it's like, he's a dad. He's going to have to make sacrifices and he's going to realize that he's not always, even though he's Superman, he's not always in control. which is going to be easier for people to relate to. I think this is going to be a good thing.
It just reminds me of how, like, back in the day in the comics, these characters, the Superman character is the first superhero, right? But he also belongs to the first generation of kind of breakout heroes, and I would put the 60s Marvel characters in there as well. So when you get to the 80s, 20 years later, Peter Parker got married. Spider-Man got married before Superman did. And because these superhero characters are always supposed to be kind of in stasis, they can never really, evolve or age or any of that stuff. Yeah. So when Marvel and Spider-Man did it first, and Spider-Man was supposed to be like mid-20s, mid to late 20s when he got married, maybe even early 20s. I think that in the 90s, with the Superman and Lois, the Adventures of Lois and Clark show, they came out with Terry Hatcher and everybody on that show, and they were like, well, we're going to have them be married, or we're going to build up to them dating and then like getting married. So then the comics did it first, so that the comics could do it first. And once that happened, I think that it added a lot of real interesting story potential for those characters. And then that universe got rebooted in 2011. And when they did get rebooted, they're no longer married. Listen, the same thing happened with Spider-Man. It happens all the time. It's annoying, but I think
eventually end up remarried.
Right. I think that it's really cool, I think, and actually makes the most sense to have, out of every superhero character, to have Superman and Lois Lane be married and even have kids before any other superhero characters can like get to that point in their lives. I think it makes the most sense. I think that it shouldn't take away from him being like an interesting or relatable character for young readers or audiences. I think it adds to that humanity, and he should be the one, if anybody in these worlds should have this sort of family dynamic, it should be him. And
I agree.
I'm still the guy that thinks that Spider-Man should be with MJ and like married and, because I'm into that kind of stuff. But this show looks like it's doing that. It's using the family drama as like the perfect CW sauce. Like that's what you need for the CW. And like Adam was pointing out, it looks really well shot and really cool for that kind of, and I don't want to get spoiled by WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Marvel Studios doing their stuff for Disney Plus, even Star Wars doing their stuff for Disney Plus. I don't want to get spoiled. They're throwing gobs of money at those shows to be
hundreds of millions.
Dude,
each episode of WandaVision is $25 million.
Are you serious?
That's the budget. Yeah. My wife told me about that. She was like, "Do you know how much each episode of WandaVision is?"
So it's like
$25 million.
They're making, they're making 4 to 6 to 8 hour movies over there, and I don't want to. I still understand and kind of accept what the CW Arrowverse show looks like, and I'm fine with it. I'm into it. I'm fine. You don't. It's
a different beast.
It's a different beast, and it lends itself to like whenever they pull something off like Gorilla Grodd or Killer Shark, I'm like, oh my god, this is phenomenal.
I mean, I think some of the stuff that they did on Flash with Gorilla Grodd and
I agree.
King Shark was awesome.
It was impressive.
It was awesome, and credit to those really hardworking VFX artists that are cranking that stuff out. If costumes don't look great, sometimes I'm like, eh. If some effects don't look great sometimes, I'm like, it's okay. It's fine. Crisis on Infinite Earths was a beast. So when they had these little like, smoke Harry Potter monsters flying around and these characters are like interacting with them and it didn't look great, I'm like, I don't care. Whatever. This is so
Brandon
impressive.
Routh as Superman again. That's all
Seriously.
I care about.
Right.
So I'm really excited about this, and I'm just like into that down to earth, like that style,
No pun
man.
intended.
I love that. I mean, pun very much intended. That's Superman's a down to earth guy. That's really funny. Yeah.
That was the thing that struck me when I saw the first trailer. Was I was really impressed with the cinematography, and it's not to say that the other CW shows have bad cinematography.
No,
this was just a lot more stylized than I was expecting. It feels and looks more cinematic. I did a little bit of research and I found out that they were using anamorphic lenses. I know Batwoman has used to a certain extent, but Batwoman still to me feels like a CW show. This feels more like it's in the realm of Titans and Doom Patrol and Swamp Thing.
Yeah,
where it has a little bit more of that filmic quality to it. And and this is just based on IMDb, so some of these stats could be wrong, but apparently they like shot this whole show in 8K and it's being downscaled to 4K. So it seems like they're putting a lot more care and thought into the presentation of the show.
How many episodes, Adam?
This is 13, I believe.
It's like, look, I don't know if the rest of these productions could ever adhere to that, but I feel like fans have been saying it for years. We've been saying it for years. It's like, dude, if the Flash season was a 13 episode banger,
just
it would
real
make,
tight.
It would make everything better. But I understand the limitations and the requirements for these kinds of productions. But the fact that this gets to be 13 eps I'm really hoping it's going to be a really strong first season, and I hope that every season gets to be 13 episodes, and that they don't next season be like, okay, 22, because I'll be like, no,
no, stop doing that.
It's going to dilute it. We may have to do some Superman and Lois comic reviews in between or while we're watching it to maybe like, fill a little bit of that. So maybe look forward to some of that stuff on the channel. That would be dope.
The Jorge Jimenez version of Superboy right now is I'm watching the video over and over.
That guy is next level, dude. People
don't
talk about him enough, but that dude is to me, I feel like he is modern DC. They need to be leaning all in on his style, dude. Like
he needs to draw everything, and he needs to be known as having one of the definitive Superman looks of all time.
They need to be hiring him to do like marketing art, lunch boxes and shit. You know what I mean? Like that's what like a DC encyclopedia.
That's always the thing with me. I'm just like, you have amazing artists at DC Comics. Why are they not making the posters for your shows and movies? What's happening here?
Oh yeah,
exactly.
man.
We need to see all that art.
Occasionally, listen. Some of the Arrowverse shows have occasionally done that in the past. They have gotten some really cool,
some of that stuff,
top tier artists to put out little special edition posters and stuff. So that could be cool.
Guys, let us know in the comments below if there's any other Easter eggs or what you would like to see. What would you like the main story of this show to be? What are some fun cameos that? Do you think any other Arrowverse characters will cross over? Maybe we'll see Kara. Maybe not. Maybe this will be just very self-contained. It'll only revolve around Superman and Lois. I'm really open to anything. Let us know in the comments below. Like the video if you enjoyed this reaction. If you didn't, like the video anyway. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell for notifications, and we'll see you in the next one.